violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, I can still get shot by the police. I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, cyberspace? It's the Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get into the video.
Good evening. Chief Michael Moore says the suspects were after the rapper's expensive jewelry here at this restaurant, and now there's an outpouring of love and support at this memorial.
It's too late, man. And if this is what they call an outpouring, a couple bouquets of flowers, 35 candles, and 2 balloons is an outpouring, then I mean, we need a million man march for this stuff. This ain't no just put up a small mural. This is not honoring his life nor death, because there's no outrage in the community.
For the Philly rapper. Tonight, music fans and the South LA community are still reeling following the brazen robbery and murder of popular rapper PnB Rock at the Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles Monday in broad daylight. And now LAPD Chief Michael Moore says the rapper, whose legal name is Rakeem Allen, was targeted.
We believe that senseless murder occurred following a posting on Instagram or social media.
Well, the cops are saying it's about the posting, so that's what we're going off of. Apparently, the Super Gremlins were already in the parking lot, so maybe they were following I don't know. Maybe they were following them on social media to line them up.
Moore says Allen and his girlfriend, who is the mother of one of his 2 daughters, both posted on social media before the murder.
Okay, so both of them posted on social media, and I believe when he was on live that they had said that they were gonna go to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. Like when they were on live before they actually pulled up, they said, man, let's go. I'm feeling that Roscoe's or whatever. And then the Super Gremlin just said, oh shit, we right there. And they pulled up. His
girlfriend's post showed the 2 were eating at Roscoe's.
The posting of that may have led to these individuals learning where he was at and going there specifically with the intention of robbing him, because he's known within the social media circles as frequently possessing very expensive jewelry and property of great value.
Just days before his murder, PnB Rock spoke about brazen robberies in LA, sharing a time when he was out with his family in Fairfax.
Dang, DJ Academic's getting mad buzz for his podcast. It's so crazy how he's connected to this.
And was followed.
Yeah, LA is like they bold. You want them to be as calm as possible. You feel me? You want your girl and your kids to be like making it seem like everything is cool. Ain't nothing about to happen to us.
In Monday's case, both Allen and his girlfriend.
See, and I wanted to speak on that because he said you want your girl and your kids to think it's cool. That's that masculine burden of performance, that unseen burden of performance, that at the end of the day you might have to lay down your life in a dangerous situation that women don't really appreciate until it actually happens. And then now you see his girl on damn Instagram talking about everybody makes mistakes. She really had the nerve to post everybody makes mistakes on her story. I mean, you gotta be out your mind. And I'm not saying it was totally her fault. It's definitely his fault for wearing that jewelry in South Central LA at the Roscoe's that's known to be hot, that's been in rap songs for being hot. I mean, I don't even get the wearing the massive jewelry and stuff like that. Anyways, it's pretty dumb in my opinion, especially when you got these vultures. It's bad enough that you got a nice car.
And were robbed before his murder. His death sparking a firestorm on social media, with reaction pouring in. Celebrities like Nicki Minaj questioning why his location was shared, saying, quote, "After Pop Smoke, there's no way we as rappers or our loved ones are still posting locations to our whereabouts." while rapper Cardi B doubts people were looking at his girlfriend's social media posts, saying, quote,
well, the police say they were looking at social media quotes. As a matter of fact, Fannie Willis has warned Atlanta social media lights about sharing their location as well, because these people are ruthless and they robbing, jacking, stealing, and they will pull up on your behind. And if that's happening in Atlanta, oh, you best believe it's happening in LA. Lawless LA.
He was in a bad location and people stay outside plotting. It's very irresponsible and inconsiderate to blame her for something so tragic.
Shut up, Cardi B. Aren't you known for drugging and robbing men? Dude, oh my God. I cannot stand it. She's over here. Oh, they weren't plotting on her IG. What were you doing when you were drugging and robbing these men and having them beat up and robbed and drugged and caught, and then you just pleaded guilty to, you know, setting somebody up to get beat up. These girls that you thought that Offset was rocking with. So don't do that. Don't do that.
Meanwhile, at PNB Rock's Memorial site, fans aren't focused on who's to blame. Instead, they're grieving the tremendous loss to music.
PMB Rock's music inspired a lot of art. I'm an artist myself, so it inspired me.
Bruh, are y'all really gonna act like y'all was streaming PNB Rock's music? Come on. I know he had a couple hits, but he was not in y'all playlist. Stop it. Stop it. Like, bruh, I ain't saying he ain't had no buzz out here. He wasn't having no motion, but come on. Don't act like you was just streaming PNB Rock. These dudes is like, this man is a fly weather fan for real.
Yeah, it's just a sad, tragic situation.
PNB Rock's career was soaring. His single Selfish peaked at 51 on the Billboard Hot 100 list.
PNB Rock is the reason I'm still with my mate. I mean,
what?
He created songs that really...
What? She said PNB Rock is the reason why she's still with her mate. Not Michael Jackson. Not Luther Vandross. All these great R&B singers. I mean, I'm not trying to throw shade on PNB Rock's name, but that's a bold statement to say PNB Rock is the reason why you're still with your mate. Nobody else but PNB. Name 5 songs. I'll wait.
Express Love. Deep Real Love.
His murder now sparking calls for justice and a reward for information as the search for the killers continues.
My condolences to his family and his children more than anything, because those are the people who really are losing out.
Chief Moore says police are looking for at least 2 suspects, including the getaway driver and the shooter. They say they're also looking through video evidence, but anyone with any information is asked to contact police. Reporting live this evening, I'm Coco McAvoy, Fox 11 News.
We have breaking news. LAPD investigators have identified Freddie Trone as the suspect in the shooting death of a rapper in South LA, and now police are searching for him. PnB Rock was murdered on September.
Freddie Trone. Let's go back to this brother, or this Super Gremlin on Demon Time. Picture. No remorse in his eyes. So I wouldn't be surprised if he got 20% more time than a glider who committed the same crime. Okay. It's the same crime. Different individuals. Every case is different. So who you killed matters as well. So we keep talking about there's a disproportionate time served and all this kind of stuff. It's also a disproportionate number of chances that a lot of y'all are getting. Let's keep it a buck. Because this guy, he basically had his son come hit this lick with him on PNB Rock. So let's listen up.
South LA, and now police are searching for him. PNB Rock was murdered on September 12th. Police say he and his girlfriend were having lunch at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles when Trone entered the restaurant. He allegedly approached the rapper, and that's when investigators say he shot the artist and stole some of his property.
So they pressed up on him, shot him, Obviously, like we have already seen the footage. We didn't see him getting shot in the footage, but we saw the aftermath. But what they're not telling you in the news is that his young son, his teenage son, I don't want to get the age wrong, but his teenage son was the one who actually pulled the trigger. The son was 17 years old. Freddie Trone. Okay? The son of Freddie Trone, 17 years old, was the one who actually pulled the trigger. And the dad was the getaway driver. Did y'all hear me? The son was the one who pulled the trigger. And the dad was the getaway driver. I'm going live on this. I gotta go live on this because we are in complete disarray. The black community is out of damn control. When you got the OGs hitting licks with their children, their offspring, it's bad, Jack.
Before taking off, authorities say Trone may be armed and dangerous.
Developing now, a 17-year-old boy and a 32-year-old woman under arrest in connection with the murder of rapper PnB Rock. The rapper, whose real name is Rakim.
Damn, every time I look at that plate, I'm like, damn, what a waste of good food. That joint looks smacking, I ain't gonna lie. The mac and cheese, the grits, the legs, the waffle, the yams.
Allen was gunned down 2 weeks ago at a South LA chicken and waffles restaurant, Roscoe's. LAPD says the gunman demanded the rapper's jewelry and then shot him in front of his girlfriend. Tonight, police are looking for a third suspect, Freddie Trone. He's the father of the 17-year-old and considered armed.
And why are they not showing the 17-year-old? I guess because he's a minor. But wasn't it a 16-year-old who killed Pop Smoke? So these young cats are getting busy. These super teen gremlins are on demon time. And I wish that I could, you know, have this applied. The sisters, come get your kids saying, but it looks like she probably knew where her child was and he was with the father, the leader of the family, hitting licks on celebrity rappers.
Armed and dangerous. Detectives believe the teen killed the rapper and then his father drove the getaway car.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Frederick Douglass, where a shooting just took place. And as you can see, it's a pretty rough area. So I'm basically risking my life reporting on this madness. So make sure you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Like the video, hell, share the video. And make sure you go ahead and leave a comment down in the comments section to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this son violence in the streets. I'm Janquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
Hey there, good morning. Welcome to Good Day LA at 9 a.m. We do have breaking news to begin with. Fox 11 has just learned that a minor is under arrest in connection to the murder of rapper PnB Rock.
Dog, this is insane. How is this even a thing? Who would have thought that it would have been the father and the son? The father is the getaway driver. The son is the shooter. Bro. If this is what the fathers are doing, maybe it's good that we got more deadbeats, honestly, because damn. Bro is the getaway driver to his son murdering PnB Rock. Now, let's keep it a buck. Is this gonna be like a what's that rapper from Jacksonville whose daddy snitched on him, Queso? Daddy done snitched on him. Is this gonna be the same thing? Yeah, man, I was a getaway driver, officer, but honestly, my son really pulled the trigger. I told that nigga not to kill him. I told him not to kill him. I told him to get the jury and just walk out and grab me a waffle and chicken with eggs and grits. Cheese grits though, not some of that bland butter bacon grits, cheese grits. You know what I mean? Like, bro, he told bro to grab him a plate and $100,000 worth of jewelry. That's all he told him to do. Yeah, he good with doing like 5 years, maybe 85%, the rest with probation, on parole for 10 years. He okay with that. It's Pops. He done did all his dirt. He got all the street cred in the world. He don't got nothing else. You know what I mean? He don't need no other street cred. But he want to live the rest of his life. But his crazy son just had to pull the trigger. He told him not to do it. Or at least that's how he's going to paint it. That's how he's going to tell the detectives. That's how he's going to tell homicide. I mean, this is the biggest story, and it's going to be brushed over. Even when I start looking for like news on this, there's not much. There's not many there's not much coverage of it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe PMB Rock wasn't the biggest artist, but they're not doing like 3-4 minute long videos, you know, rehashing what went down in the timeline of the killing of PNB Rock and the father and son relationship. Ooh, this is sexy. No, they're just like, incoming news. We have the killer of PNB Rock, Freddie Trone, and his son, 17-year-old, killed him. Now back to the weather. Not like they're not even spending time on this.
You're looking at a photo right now of another suspect. This is Freddie Trone. Police sources tell us the 17-year-old son is arrested in custody, is the son of Freddie Trone, and is the suspected shooter. They're still looking for the other suspect, Freddie Trone, who they say drove the getaway car. They tell us he should be considered armed and dangerous, and if you see him, call 911. PMB Rock's real name is Rakim Allen. Back on September 12th, he was shot and killed while having lunch with his girlfriend at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles on West Manchester Avenue. Police say the suspect walked into the restaurant as they were eating, shot Allen, and removed some of his property. They say the suspect also demanded property from Allen's girlfriend before escaping in that getaway car. We are also told the father-son duo were already in the Roscoe's parking lot.
Wow, so they was waiting on him in the parking lot
when PNB Rock and his girlfriend arrived.
Okay, so maybe the location, the geolocation had nothing to do with the whole situation. It sounds like maybe they were already in the parking lot, then they seen the geolocation tag on the story. I don't know. We'll get the full details in court, but it looks like maybe they just seen PNB Rock and them pull up in they fly whip with their chains on, and they was like, oh, that's a lick.
Girlfriend before escaping in that getaway car. We are also told the father-son duo were already in the Roscoe's parking lot when PNB Rock and his girlfriend arrived.
All right, guys, so I wanted to go to Say Cheese TV because this is a platform where you can really understand where the community is coming from and how they view this situation. If there is any outrage, if there are jokes, if there's laughter, if you know, anything you want to know, you can go here and see what the community thinks about this type of activity. Okay, so you have Pastor Poppy Don, shout out to Pastor Poppy Don, says son is LGBT, gonna be around eggplants and balls. Stunt Taylor says no guidance as a grown man is tragic. Prayers to PNB Rock family. Ari the DJ says sick, but as you can see, Stunt Taylor is throwing up a gang sign in his Avi. What do you mean no guidance, bro? You're a grown man with a child repping the set. As you can see, it looks like he has a child right here. We're not gonna bring the child into it, but you're throwing up a gang sign, and then you're mad that our kids have no guidance, but that's the same culture that you're perpetuating. The fresh of it all says he failed his son big time. Rare Levi says now this makes more sense. Now they finna bond in prison. Was the jury worth it? Rampage Jackson. They call him Rampage Jackson. Damn, another queso situation. Exactly. This N-word Pops made him crash out. Did he make him, or did they both mutually want to hit a lick? I was about to say, bro is not 17. Yeah, he's not 17. That's the father. Father and son bonding. And they're laughing. And then face palming under the jail. Yeah, that's not what y'all are voting for. Y'all aren't voting for under the jail policies. Really let your son crash out. SMH, Father of the Year. I didn't think this story could get any wilder. I mean, he is a minor, so maybe he'll only do juvenile life and he'll be back out to grace the streets of South Central LA. The ultimate story is crazy that it is a father-son duo. A father-son duo, let me repeat. A father-son duo that is responsible for the untimely slaying, because he didn't pass away, he was killed. Stop saying, oh, he passed away, or oh, he died. No, he was murdered. It's a big difference, okay? There's the murder, and then there's him passing away. Sometimes they happen simultaneously, and sometimes they don't, but either way, like, they're two different things. He was killed, okay, by a father and son on Demon Time.
Gang violence and other kind of violence.
Guess what? I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police. I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.